Hello students, I'm Dr. Himanshu Kandpal, Assistant Professor English, Government MS College for Women, Bikaner. Today we are going to study the poem She Walks in Beauty, written by George Gordon Lord Byron. She Walks in Beauty is one of the best known poems written by Lord Byron and a wonderful example of romanticism. This is the text of the poem and we are going to read the poem stanza wise. She Walks in Beauty is a famous poem by British romantic poet Lord Byron, and it was first published in 1815. Byron wrote this poem about Mrs. Wilmot, his cousin Robert Wilmot's wife. The poem praises and seeks to capture a sense of the beauty of a particular woman. The speaker compares this woman to a lovely night with a clear starry sky, and goes on to convey her beauty as a harmonious meeting between darkness and light. After its discussion of physical attractiveness, the poem therefore portrays this outer beauty as representative of inner goodness and virtue. She Walks in Beauty is a lyrical, rhyming poem. Lyrical means expressing personal thoughts and feelings in a beautiful way that focuses on female beauty and explores the idea that physical appearance depends upon inner goodness and, if in harmony, can result in the romantic ideal of aesthetic perfection. Romantic here conveys to the literary movement that emphasized individualism and emotion. Ideal means best possible, and aesthetic means that which is concerned with beauty or appreciation of beauty. Let's move to the stanza first. She walks in beauty like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies, and all that's best of dark and bright meet in her aspect and her eyes, thus mellowed to that tender light which heaven to gaudy day denies. The speaker begins by describing the beauty of an unnamed woman. He refers to her only by the pronoun she, as he says, she walks in beauty. This stanza makes use of simile. Simile is a figure of speech that compares two different things in an interesting way using the word like or as. Devised to liken the beautiful lady to the night of cloudless climes. Climes is a place with a particular climate. Starry, starry means full of stars, skies. Thus, the woman who is the subject of this poem is as beautiful as a clear night sky. All the dark and bright hues, hues means a color or particular shade of color, of the night blend beautifully in her complexion. Thus, nature seems to have blessed the woman with a perfect balance. She is neither too dark like the night nor too light like the day. Instead, she radiates. Radiate means illuminate, tender light which is neither too harsh and nor too dull. Thus, the poem begins by establishing a sense of the speaker's wonder at the woman's majestic beauty. The speaker doesn't say that the woman walks beautifully, but that she walks in beauty. This unusual construction helps with the sense that the woman's beauty is truly remarkable and so vast and impressive that it seems to surround this woman like an aura or cloud. The poem quickly reveals what it believes to be the source of such beauty. The woman's physical appearance brings together all that's best of dark and bright. This suggests that beauty is a harmony between distinct elements, darkness and light. Beauty takes the best of these elements and places them in a delicate balance. Lines 5 and 6 make clear the woman's harmonious beauty is not an everyday occurrence. This interplay of light and dark is the exclusive preserve of heaven, not the gaudy days of life on earth. Beauty then also has an air of divine or supernatural that contributes to this sense of rarity, comparable to sighting a comet or eclipse, perhaps. Now we move on to the stanza second. One shade the more, one ray the less, had half impaired the nameless grace, which waves in every raven tress or softly lightens over her face, where thoughts serenely sweet express how pure, how dear their dwelling place. So, in this stanza, the poet says that one shade the more, one ray the less would have made her appearance less cultivating, less captivating. He means that all the elements of beauty are bestowed upon this woman in just the right proportion. Even a slight difference would have impaired means damaged the nameless grace. Grace is an ability to move in a smooth and controlled way. The speaker finds the sight of the raven tress, her black hair. Raven means her black hair. A raven tress means black hair, that is a dark lock of hair lying on woman's face, strikingly beautiful. He then shifts his attention to describe her inner beauty and serene thoughts. Serene thoughts? What is going on inside her mind that make her outward appearance all the more worthy of admiration? The poem then expands on this marriage of light and dark in stanza second. Here, beauty is presented as almost beyond language, a nameless grace. The complex and intensely beautiful interplay between light, rays, and dark is made possible only by the shape and contour of the woman's physical appearance. Contours means the outline of a figure or body. This reinforces the idea that beauty is a kind of perfection achieved through harmony. In the last lines of this stanza, a writer says that where thoughts serenely sweet express how pure, how dear. Dear means precious, their dwelling place. How dear and precious and valuable. So the poet here wants to convey the idea that her sweet expression, the speaker reasons, is an accurate reflection of what is going on inside her mind, which is the dwelling place of her thoughts. Now we move on to the stanza third. And on that cheek and o'er that brow, so soft, so calm, yet eloquent, the smiles that win, the tints that glow, but tell of days in goodness spent, a mind at peace with all below, a heart whose love is innocent. The poet is awestruck. Awestruck means filled with feelings of admiration and respect by the peace and innocence that mark the beauty of the woman. The inner goodness of a heart and a clarity of mind are reflected on that cheek and over that brow. So, the woman is not only outwardly pretty but also possesses inner beauty. This perfect blend, mixing of light and dark, and of outward appearance and inward serenity. Serenity means calmness, make her worthy of the praise that the poet showers upon her. It can also be understood as a simple poem written in the praise of a beautiful woman. The various similes and metaphors that compare her features to various elements of nature show that Byron was a true romantic poet obsessed with the ideas of beauty and nature. The third stanza pick up on the development of lines 11 and 12, focusing on the relationship between inner and outer beauty. The speaker lists the woman's fine features, her cheek, brow, smiles, and tints, and suggests that they express an inner goodness. In other words, her good looks are the sign of good virtues. The speaker believes that woman spends her days in goodness, has a peaceful and a loving, innocent heart. Outer beauty then becomes a symbol of inner beauty. Indeed, this inner beauty enhances means increases the outer beauty, because if the outer beauty is linked to the woman's facial expressions, these expressions are the result of inner emotions. Her outer beauty and inner goodness are in a kind of feedback loop, each intensifying the other. So, in this poem, Byron idealizes his vision of his cousin, but it's this perfect image that makes the poem so widespread and long lasting. So, in this poem, Byron gives a message to the readers that perfect beauty is the combination of outward look as well as inner beauty. Here I would like to discuss the three major themes that is used in the poem by the poet. Beauty. The romantic poet sought to idealize beauty by exploiting the emotions. The reactive feelings of the speaker come to life when a woman walks past. Her obvious outer beauty reliant on the inner. Harmony. Light and dark exist together in the psyche of this female. Opposite qualities which is delicately balanced but producing something extra. Mind and body. Purity of thoughts leads to the appearance of beauty, innocence, and love combined, resulting in the fine features. Here we are going to discuss about the rhyme and meter that is used in the poem. She Walks in Beauty is a rhyming poem of 3 equal stanzas, 18 lines in total. Rhyme. All the end rhymes are full except for the bro and glow, which is a near rhyme, and the rhyme scheme is AB, 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 where alternate rhymes add to and complement the idea of balance and harmony. For example, night and bright. Meter. The nominant meter throughout is iambic tetrameter, that is 4 feet per line. Tetrameter means 4 feet per line. Each having one iambic means unstressed, which is followed by stressed one, by one that is stressed. The steady rhythm produces a regular beat. So we should remember the poem is written in iambic tetrameter. Iambic means the pattern of unstressed syllable followed by a stressed one. Tetrameter means 4 feet per line. She walks in beauty like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies. However, there is one line where a metrical inversion occurs. The iambic foot becomes trochaic. So, the stressed syllable being first. In iambic foot, the unstressed followed by stress. In trochaic, the stressed syllable is followed by the unstressed one. Meet in her aspect and her eyes. This trochee draws attention to the fact that the two opposite, dark and bright, join forces in her appearance. There is an antithesis. This poem has 2 lines which contain opposites. Antithesis, for example, and all that's best of dark and light. That is 2 terms, dark and light. They are put side by side, contains antithesis. One shade the more, one ray the less. That is the line that is in line number 7. This combining of opposites in a single line also allows a balance to be struck while simultaneously implying that this finely tuned balance only exists because of the innate competition between light and dark. Then there is an alliteration. Alliteration is words beginning with consonants when close together in a line bring texture and musicality. A use of alliteration in the poem provide music to the poem, of as in of cloudless climes and starry skies, thus and that. Day denies. The repetition of consonant, we can see the repetition of consonant sounds in these lines. Day denies, head half, which waves, serenely sweet, dear dwelling place, so soft the dead. Then there is an use of assonance, that is the repetition of vowel sounds. Words with vowel sounds alike or similar having an effect on musicality, especially those long vowels. Okay, a repetition of consonant sounds is called as consonance, and repetition of vowel sounds in a line is called as assonance. Like the night, climes and skies. Uh, we can see the writer has made use of vowel sounds: climbs, skies, nameless, grace, waves, raven, serenely sweet, so eloquent. Win and tense, till and spent. Then there is a use of the simile in the poem. The simile in lines 2 and 3 compares the female's beauty with that of clear starry night. She walks in beauty like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies. This is all about the poem. She walks in beauty like the night, which is written famous British romantic poet George Gordon Lord Byron. I hope you liked the video. Share, like and subscribe. Thank you.